I am Ariel Weil, General Manager of Dynasys, the Demand and Supply Chain Planning Division of QAD. And today I have two main objectives. First, I want to present you what is Demand and Supply Chain Planning Solution. What is APS, Advanced Planning System? How you will improve your operational margin while balancing demand and supply, and how you can anticipate the future while you will manage the tactical and the strategical level of the supply chain planning. My second objective, and probably my main objective this afternoon, will be to present you that Dynasys Demand and Supply Chain Planning solutions are really complementary to QAD modules. There is no overlap, but only complementarity. While you will use Dynasys solution, you will leverage all the investments that you already made in QAD Enterprise. And you will benefit together with Dynasys and QAD modules of big return on investment, as we'll present today. So if at the end of this hour you will be clear of these two things, what is demand and supply chain planning, what you can benefit, but also the complementarity, I will be more than happy. After, just you will need to complete the survey and you can go out and you participate this evening to the event. So I think after 2 days, of course, you know this statement, so we can go to the agenda. First, I will present you Dynasys, and immediately I will position Dynasys Demand and Supply Chain modules into QAD Enterprise modules. And after, we will see together what are the main benefits of demand and supply chain planning, how you can improve your operational margin while balancing demand and supply at the same time. And then we'll go more in details. I will explain you what means anticipating the future, how we can anticipate the future, and how demand and supply chain planning will complete the supply chain execution modules of QAD Enterprise. At the end, the last 5 minutes, I will present you 3 case studies, and you will see in reality the main benefits that our customer had after implementation of demand and supply chain planning modules. So let's go. So with Dynasys, Dynasys is not a new company. We already be 29 years in the area of demand and supply chain planning solution. We never develop something else, or expertise, or passion. It's really anticipating the future. We know that to provide you the best solution to anticipate the future, we need dedicated technology. We cannot make something else. We cannot develop execution, ERP, or BI, or something else, or expertise. And really, the passion for all the team of Dynasys is to help our customer to anticipate the future. But as you know, we were acquired 2 years ago by QAD, and today we are the Demand and Supply Chain Planning division of QAD. It allows us really to complete our expertise, because we have now more possibility to extend the solution, we have more possibility to have to develop more the solution, because we have more means and we sell more and more solutions all over the world. Demand and supply chain planning solution will bring to QAD real-time planning solution. What mean real-time planning solution? When we wanted to anticipate the future, we are looking for anticipating the next 12 months, 24 months. We wanted to be able to calculate in a few seconds or a few minutes all the supply chain and optimize all the supply chain. It means that we don't want to have a batch, then during all the night we will launch and we will have the morning after all the forecasting or all the supply chain optimization calculated. We wanted to be able and to give the opportunity to the user to simulate several alternatives. For this, we need to provide you really real-time planning. And also, when you simulate, we wanted you that you change a value, you click, and immediately all the indicators, sometimes thousands of indicators, of millions of indicators, are immediately recalculated. Not only for you, But for example, you are a sales manager and you indicate a new promotion in the US. Immediately, the guy in Malaysia that work on the same family of product will be informed of the new change. It is real-time planning. For this, we develop a dedicated technology. We call it a single-click collaborative technology. Single-click means you change, you click, immediately it is recalculate, and not only you have the new calculation, but everybody that work with you in the collaborate supply chain, is a collaborative process will be informed. Managing the supply chain means that we wanted you to have the right product at the right place, at the right moment for the best cost. For this, we need to have a global vision of the supply chain from the customer of the customer to the supplier of the supplier. So what means demand and supply chain planning? You already know, of course, QAD Enterprise and QAD application with some modules of supply chain execution. And for us, I love to say that the ERP is the repository of the data, is the backbone of your company. It's mandatory for you to have an ERP. And you need also to have tools to execute. You plan, you need to execute with supply chain execution. You have in QAD modules to execute the transportation, the warehouse, and all the plan. But at the top of this, you need to anticipate the future. You need to manage not only the past and the current data, but also the future data. You need to manage the tactical and the strategical level of the supply chain to anticipate, to balance, to forecast what will be the future, and to plan as well as possible all the flow in the supply chain. It is what we call the demand and supply chain planning solution. A lot of companies call this APS, Advanced Planning System, or supply chain planning only. In QAD, we call it demand and supply chain planning because we know that it's very important to manage at the same time demand and supply chain. It is very important to have one technology, one environment that at the same time you will manage the planning and the forecasting. And it's why we call it demand and supply chain planning. So Dynasys, we have a lot of customers in the main verticals of QAD. We have customers in the CPG and in food and beverage. We have customers in the life science, in the industry, including the automotive with customers like Valeo or Spectra Premium. We have customers in the luxury goods, of course, as a French company, and near the Switzerland, we have a lot of luxury goods companies as customers. We have customers, local customers with mid-market, between $100 to $300 million revenue, like, for example, Sodebo or Daregal in France, like Mayoli Spindler, or in France also in the life science. But also we have big companies like Mars, like Pernod Ricard, like Kraft or Baxter in the life science. Last year, we launched during the Explore demand planning and supply chain, and we begin during the year to implement also supply chain planning. Here is a panel of some customers that decided to go with Dynasys. This panel is interesting because you will see a very representative different case. You will have customers, of course, in North America, customers you will see in Europe, and customers in Australia. What is interesting also, that you have some customers, they decided to implement first demand planning only. After, they will implement the other modules. And you have customers like Boots Contract Manufacturing in UK or Invacare in France. They decided immediately to implement all the suite demand and supply chain planning modules. It's also interesting that some customers, they implement demand planning from scratch. Some other customers switch from Demand Management 6, John Galt previous version, to demand planning from Dynasys. Also interesting is this panel of customers that some of them are on-premise and some of them, like for example AMVAC, are in the cloud. So what are the benefits of managing demand and supply chain planning? The main challenge, before we will see the benefits, let's have a look at the challenge. The challenge for each company is to find the balance. we know that forecasts won't be accurate. But we need to find the best solution to secure the service level and to secure the service level, but not to produce too much. Let's see some example what will occur if you produce too much or not enough. For example, if you want to secure and not to produce enough, and the supply or what you produce or what you supply will be less than the demand. It will be a catastrophe. You will decrease the service level. You will lose customer. You will lose revenue. Also, if you don't produce or don't supply enough, you will have to be reactive, and you will have to ask to produce more at the last moment, and you will have more cost because you will have overtime. Also, you will decrease the quality because you need to find a solution. You have a demand and you don't have the product, so you will need to ask temporary job, or you will subcontract or you will change supplier. So also you will have problem of quality. So you can say, okay, you can say we'll produce more. We will produce very, very big inventory. Of course, it's not intelligent to produce too much. If we produce too much, we will have problem of cost, and I'm not sure that your finance director will say, okay, produce. I have no problem of cash. Every company wants to optimize the cash. To produce too much is very expensive, but also it's very risky. If you have items with obsolescence, you have the risk that you need to put the inventory in the garbage. Also, if you produce too much, you need to sell the products that you produce, so you will make discounts. So you will habit the market with low price, and then you will decrease also in the future your revenue. So the solution is to balance demand and supply, and to find the best balance and to produce what really the companies think that will be the future. And for this, you need some tools, some dedicated tools, and it is the objective of the APS of demand and supply chain planning solutions. The benefits will be, we will have two kinds of benefits. The first kind of benefits will be quantitative benefits that will allow you to improve your operational margin. Of course, as we see, if you produce the right quantity, you will have the right product at the right place at the right moment, you will improve the service level. You will also, because you won't produce too much, you will produce what you need, you will decrease the inventory, and you will avoid obsolescence. And globally, as we will see, we will make a global optimization, and we will reduce all the costs of your supply chain, what we call today the supply network. And finally, you will improve the margin of your company. But more than this, if you have the right product at the right place at the right moment, you will have new customers, and you will improve your revenue. You will take share to your competitors, and then you will also improve the revenue. So with this, you will improve the operational margin of your company. I go too fast. So also, we have qualitative benefits of demand and supply chain planning that will allow you to be really an effective enterprise and to have competitive advantage in the market. First, managing the full demand and supply chain planning at the same time will give you visibility on the future, and you will be able to anticipate the problem and to find in advance solution of the future, what can be the problem in the future. If you anticipate enough in advance, also, you will have a more flexible supply chain. If you have the good quantity for all the products, some problem occur at the last moment. Every company has problem. One machine that go down. Any problem, you will be flexible and you will be able to be reactive and to find the right solution. Also, when you collaborate, when managing all the supply chain planning, and you will collaborate with all the people of the company, you will be able to go all the company with the same strategy. All the people from the company will share during the month after the sales and operation meeting. All the company will go together to the same objective, and you will execute the same strategy. It's more easy that everybody will go to the same way. some company without demand and supply chain planning solution, we have the sales that go here, the marketing go here, the finance go here. So after, we have no result. If all the company go to the same way, even if it's not the right way, but it's a consensual way, you will be an effective enterprise. So I said you last year during Explore, I explained you that the Gartner explained that if you success to improve the accuracy of the forecast by 3%, you will be able also to improve the service level by 1%, and at the same time you will improve the operational margin by 0.5%. Some example will show you that with demand and supply chain planning solution, you won't improve by 3% the forecast accuracy. You will improve up to 50%. But let's say an average 10, 20%, you will improve your forecast accuracy. Some companies, when they begin with very low, they can improve until 50%. And then you will improve up to 10% the customer service. It's not that you begin with 10% of customer service level. We have some companies, they begin with 88. And while implementing demand and supply chain planning solutions, they improve by 10% and they arrive to 98 or 99% of service level. And at the end of the day, you will also be able to reduce the inventory between 20 to 50%. It is result from our customer, and you will see after some example from specific customer. I say that I will try to explain what is anticipating the future. What means anticipating the future? You already know what is forecasting, MRP, DRP. You have all these modules in QAD. What we create, what means anticipating the future? So I have two choices. Or I will explain you in details, and you need to stay here during 10 days. Or I will try to summarize you in 3 words. If I want to summarize what is anticipating the future in 3 words, I will say optimizing, simulating, and collaborating. If you succeed to realize these 3 objectives, you will manage very well the supply chain, and you will have really benefits. What I mean by optimizing? Optimizing means that we invest a lot. During the last 29 years, we work with experts in optimization, in forecasting, to develop very, very complex algorithms that allow to optimize each process of the supply chain: forecasting, demand planning, production planning, procurement planning, and so on. And after, when we go in your enterprise, we will select the right algorithm, and finally, we will arrive with you to optimize your enterprise, to optimize all the flow of your enterprise. I think that during the last 10 years, we invest more than 100 years into the algorithm. So we don't want you to be an expert in optimizing linear programming or statistical engine. It's our business. It's as Pam explained yesterday. We wanted to hide you the complexity. The complexity is our business. You need to be able to simulate. What I mean simulate? As I explained before, we will calculate very complex algorithms. You just click on one button, we will optimize the complex supply chain. But after, you need to be able to try several alternatives. Okay, I have a problem here. Perhaps I need to open another line. I need to change the supplier. I need to add some orders. So we wanted you not to concentrate on the algorithm, but on the problems. It is the real-time planning. And for this, as I explained before, we developed a dedicated technology, the single key collaborative technology. In fact, as explained this morning, Bill Case, we developed an OLAP database in memory. Even if you are all the company working on Dynasis, we will have all the data in one server in memory that allow real time. When you change the data, immediately you will recalculate all the parameters that you need. But when you manage a supply chain is very complex. Sometimes you have 1 million items, or you need to manage for one line 10,000 items. If you want to manage all the 10,000 items at the same time, even if you are the more clever, it's not possible. A human cannot manage so much items. So the technology of Dynesis is to work and to help you to simulate, because we will present you the alert, we will present you the exception, we will present you the problems. And then you will concentrate yourself on the problem, you will solve the problem, and at the end of the day, you will have a very beautiful and a very optimal supply chain. But also, to have a good planning, to well anticipate the future, you need to collaborate. Because nobody in the company knows all the subjects. Everybody is 1% of the information. The marketing knows the trend, the sales know the promotion, the finance knows the budget, the manufacturing in the facilities, they know the capacity. Everybody needs to participate to the process of anticipating the futures. And at the end of the day, we will have a consensual planning. As Sam said before, forecast is never accuracy. It's never 100% accurate. Planning is never right. What we need is to go everybody at the same direction, at the same way. It's why we need to work together and to find the consensual planning. But a lot of people will participate to the demand and supply chain planning process. Not everybody has the same objectives. It's why we propose to our customer several access to the same information. And it is exactly what present Pam and Bill today. What we already developed in Dynesis is several access to the same information. We have one database in memory centrally. And for example, you have one supply chain manager that wants to see all the information. He wants to see all the region, all the capacity of the plant, the inventory, the problems, the cost, and so on. He will use what we call the rich client, a Windows client, that he can access remotely through terminal server. But we wanted also that the sales guy will participate to the process. And you know, sales guy, they are not serious people. They wanted to sell, but to complete, to enter into the system they don't want. It's why we propose you something very, very simple. Automatically, we will send, for example, a mail to the salespeople with a message. Please validate. You open an Excel. Excel, you know what is it, Excel. Open the Excel, see some problem in red, for example, change the value, and save. It's simple, for a little complex, but I think that the sales guy will arrive to manipulate Excel. They save, and immediately we send automatically a message to the server, and we will integrate the value to the server. So even the sales guy will participate to the collaborative process. But also we have some people that are remote people. They go in different places, or during the vacation in the beach, they wanted to access to the data to secure that they have enough capacity. They don't need to have, they cannot access to complex and to the network. So it's why we develop a web portal, demand and supply chain portal, that will allow all the users to see the data and to change the data for demand and supply chain planning. It is a solution. It is here. The example, it is into the iPad. But you can also manipulate data through iPhone. It's a little difficult sometimes if you don't have good lenses, but mainly into iPad or other mobile utility device. You can see and you can participate to the process, to the collaborative process. So we see the theory, optimizing, simulating, and collaborate. But what are the process? As I said before, the process that we cover, it's very important to cover all the supply chain, from the customer of the customer to the supplier of the supplier. So first, at the customer or at the market level, we will provide sales forecasting. Then we have the requirement. We will allocate the requirement to the warehouse, to the facilities. It is what we call the DRP. At the plant level, we'll optimize the production planning, what we call the MPS. And after, you need also raw material or semi-finished. We will also optimize the procurement and because sometimes it's very, very important to find the good supplier or to be able to change supplier according to cost optimization. But it is when you deploy the requirement, when you allocate the requirement, it is an ideal plan. And as we will see after, also we will be able to deploy the inventory and to anticipate really the future to see the shortage. But as the cherry on the cake, we manage all the supply chain, and it's why we will be able also to optimize the full network and inventory. We have all the information of your supply chain, the demand, the capacity, the supplier, the cost, and so on. And then we will be able, at the top of the supply chain, to make a global optimization. So, after this introduction, so it's the first part, I stay 5 hours to explain you what is demand and supply chain planning for Dynasys. It is the Dynasys suite. It is one integrated solution. You see here around with the technology. We have one technology, the database in memory, and if you work in demand planning, production planning, procurement planning, it's the same technology, the same workspace, the same screen, the same indicator. We don't want you to ask a question, I am in demand planning, I am in production planning. It's not important. You need to balance at the same time demand and supply. It's why we have one technology. And I think that we are one of the unique in the world that provide one technology to support all the process of the supply chain planning. And then now we will see more in detail the different modules. Demand planning for forecasting, distribution planning for the DRP and the deployment, optimization of the deployment, production planning for optimization at the plant level, and procurement planning for optimization of the procurement of the supply, and as I explained before, at the top of this network on inventory optimization. You see here in gray, sales and operation planning. It's not in blue because it's not a module. Sales and operation planning, it's a process. If you manage well, and you will see after, demand planning, production planning, distribution planning, you will be able to balance all together in a collaborative approach demand and supply chain planning, and it is the objective of sales and operation planning that we provide, and we will see how we work, how it's work in Dynasys. So, of course, all Dynasys suite is available in the cloud. Really, we encourage our customer to implement in the cloud. We think that they will leverage the investment. It will be more easy. It will be more quick to implement. They minimize the risk. All the things that you see this morning. Of course, if we have some customers, they want us to implement on-premise, we will continue to implement also on-premise. But really, we encourage to implement Dynasys demand and supply chain planning in the cloud. And of course, we can manage hybrid solution with QAD Enterprise on-premise and Dynasys in the cloud. So you heard a lot of words like forecasting, GRP, MRP, purchasing. You will say me, we have this in QAD. Yes, you have it. And I don't say you stop using. Continue to use it. You need them to execute the plan. To plan and to execute, you have the modules. You have the right modules in QAD. What we will bring you is the capacity to anticipate the future, to optimize, to simulate, to collaborate, and then to have the right plan. And we will feed, for example, with demand planning, we will feed the forecasting module of QAD. With distribution planning, we will feed DRP modules. With production planning, the MRP and the workbench. And procurement planning is complementary to the MRP and to the purchasing. There is no overlap. We work at a strategical and tactical level. Our objective is to anticipate the future, to optimize the flow when in the ERP, in QAD Enterprise application, you execute the plan. Is it clear for everybody here? So I can stop. It was my objective. Before I will present you the different modules, I want to explain you that we introduce in each module the best practice in decision help. because anticipating the future, if you understand, is to simulate, and we provide very complex algorithms, but we hide them, and we wanted you that you will be able to simulate and to find and to validate the right plan. For this, we introduce the same type of planning loop in each module. So we import data from QAD Enterprise. All the repository of the data, the orders, the inventory, the sales are in the ERP. We import the data, and we give you the opportunity to review the data with some alert. For example, as Sam presented before, you need to clean the past history because you have events, you have stock out, or sometimes you need to correct the capacity, you need to correct a lot of data. We will allow you, with alert, to correct the data. Then, you press a button, we calculate, we optimize. We try to find the best solution. But the life is not so easy. Sometimes we have some problem. We cannot solve all the problem. We don't have enough capacity. The machine cannot decide, okay, I will open a new line, or I will prioritize this customer. It's why the system will show you the exception, will allow you to manage exception, and will allow you to simulate several alternatives. You can try to find a first solution, another solution, a third solution. You will compare the cost of the three solutions, because if you don't have enough capacity, if you open a new line, or if you produce more during the night, it can cost a lot. So you need to compare. You need to be able to compare. You will simulate, you compare. At the end of the day, you, or all the company, all the managers together, you will validate a solution. But after, during the loop, you need to improve your capability to anticipate the future. And it's why it's very important to measure the attainment of the plan, the accuracy of the forecast, and then during the first months of implementing Dynasys demand and supply chain planning solution, you will be able progressively to improve, for example, forecast accuracy or the service level and so on. In average, let's say that our customer arrive to the level of accuracy and of service level after 6 to 18 months, according to the time they pass, according to from where they are coming. At the beginning, the first month, they will improve accuracy by 10%, and then by 12, by 15. It's a work because they will learn from they will measure and they will learn from the past to improve the process. So let's go more in details. I won't detail you all the modules. What I want is to show you the main difference between Dynasys demand and supply chain planning modules and QAD Enterprise modules. For example, in demand planning, you have already forecasting in QAD Enterprise, but in QAD you work on one level. And as Sam explained before, forecast is never accurate. To have a good accuracy, you need to aggregate the information. You need and to calculate the forecasting at an aggregate level, and it's why we propose multi-level forecast. Also, we need to manage baseline and promotion and events in different manner. Also, we need to provide you capacity to archive the data and to calculate the forecast accuracy to be able to improve the process. In Dynasys also, as you saw before, for the people that were already in the first presentation, you will be able to compare the forecast with the budget, to be reactive. But you won't change the budget. You just need to compare with the budget. And also, we will allow you to calculate the safety stock. In QAD, for example, you have one value for the safety stock. But who say you that the forecast, the safety stock that you have today will be the same tomorrow? If you are in the summer, you sell less, and in winter you sell more. The safety stock cannot be the same. You need to adapt the safety stock to the real situation. If you improve the forecast accuracy, you can decrease the service level also. If you decrease the delay between the supplier to the facilities, for example, you can also decrease the safety stock. It's why we'll provide you the best safety stock available for each product and each period. It's some example of differentiation between Dynasys and QAD in the forecasting. In this screen, I just want to profile from this from this screen to show you what we mean by simulating and helping you to simulate. You know that the brain of the people, we are thinking like a watch. We are a watch. We are going from top left to the right, to the bottom, and we are thinking like this. The brain of people is like this. It's why when you open a workspace in Dynasis, we propose you, but you can change, of course, screen like this. At the top left, you have alert. You see here in red alert. Oh, I have a problem. I will analyze the problem in the graph, because it's more simple to analyze in the graph. I will make the change here in the spreadsheet, and then I will analyze some parameter here, and I will come again to the alert. Probably I will have less alert. I will go to the next alert. I click. I see the graph that automatically, thanks to the single key collaborative technology, will be reactive, will change according to the item where I am, and I will repeat until I won't have any problem. I solve all the problem. And then you have here the workflow. You can go to the next step of the workflow. I think that some people was not, I will go very fast in this slide, that we have multi-level forecasting. 3 level is very good. We know that some customer wanted to manage 7 level of forecasting, but in the fact, it's very difficult for them. And we try to advise them to use between 2 to 4 level, because more level they will have, it will be more complex and the accuracy will be lower. I know it's difficult to understand this, but we make a lot of proof of concept with customers to show them that the accuracy will be better with 3 levels. We can manage 20 levels if you want, but it won't be good for you. So we import the data. As we explained before, we clean the history, because we need to have a clean history. We aggregate the data, because we need to work at the aggregate level. We calculate the forecasting. We have statistical engines that can calculate at the family level, but for some items, if you want to calculate, because they are particular items at the bottom level, you can calculate for some items at the bottom level, and the single key collaborative technology will synchronize in real time all the data. And when you have the good forecasting in the future, we will make a top-down, disaggregate the data. We will allow you to integrate future events like promotion or any events in the future, and then we will take in account, it was a question just before, we'll take in account the sales and the order for the short term to provide you a good forecasting, demand planning for the short term and the medium and long term. And then we will go again to QAD forecasting, or we will go to the next step of the supply chain in Dynasis. So after, we will need to manage the flow. When you have a network with markets or customer, you have warehouse, you have facilities, supplier, we need to manage the full network, the full network. So it is a step. Even in Dynasis, it's not a step. We don't go, you don't know that you are in distribution, but just conceptually, after the demand planning, we go to the distribution planning. What you will be able to manage, and it is the difference with QAD, will manage multiple sourcing. And when you calculate the DRP, so you allocate the requirement from the customer to the warehouse, to the facilities, and so on, you will be able, in real time, to see the problem, to see where you will allocate. Sometimes, as it is infinite capacity, you will be able to immediately see a problem. I allocate 1,000 tons in this plant. I don't have the capacity. So you can change immediately some allocation and to decide to allocate the requirement, for example, to another facilities. Also, and I think it is a difference between Dynasis and a lot of demand and supply chain planning solution or APS solution, we give you the opportunity to deploy the inventory. I will show you in the next step what I mean by deploy the inventory. So remember, you have the sales forecast here, you have the demand at the store level or at the market level, at the customer level. We will calculate the DRP. So we allocate the requirement to the warehouse, to the facilities. After, at the same time, we will calculate the MRP to allocate the requirement to the supplier. So it is an ideal inventory. It is what I need. I need to produce in the facilities 10 tons this week. But perhaps I don't have the capacity. So perhaps I will solve the problem, perhaps not. Perhaps the supplier won't produce enough for me or won't supply me enough. So after we will continue to proceed to the complete process of the supply chain, we will allocate the real inventory. And it's a capacity for your company to anticipate the shortage, for example. You will see, for example, when allocate the inventory, that in this warehouse, in 3 weeks, you won't have enough capacity, you won't have enough inventory or enough product. So at least you will be informed, and then you can ask, you can say, okay, I have no enough, okay, service level will decrease. Or you can say, no, it's a very, very strategic customer, I don't want to miss this order. So I will phone to the facilities, to the plant manager. No, I need you to produce and to prioritize, for example, this customer with, again, another customer. Or you can supply to another supplier, even if it's very, very expensive. It's a decision. But at least Dynasys Demand and Supply Chain Planning Solution will give you the opportunity to see the problem and to anticipate the problem. We continue. So you remember demand planning? We manage the network, we arrive to the facilities. And it is really the earth of Dynasys. We began 29 years ago in the plant. We were experts in the plant, and I think today, and I think that we manage first the more complex algorithm. Managing the capacity, managing all the constraints into the plant is really the more complex in the supply chain planning. And we learn a lot with this. And of course, and it is a difference with the ERP part, the QAD enterprise, that we manage finite capacity planning. We will allow you with finite capacity planning to balance demand and capacity. We will provide you a lot of several algorithms, just-in-time algorithm. We will provide you also capacity to optimize the plant according to the cost. We will allow you to check the availability of the raw material, etc., etc. I won't enter into the details. So you have several cases. Or you will manage a single level of production planning, but sometimes you have inventory, work in process inventory, and we will allow you to manage multi-level algorithms to define the best production planning. A lot, and I think 99% of the solution in demand and supply chain planning, they stop after the production planning. They said, okay, you will optimize the plant, and after you run an MRP. And you will plan, with the MRP, you will have the requirement for the raw material. We think in Dynasys that optimizing the procurement is probably where you can win the more money. It's why we go until the end of the supply chain. And mainly when you have multiple suppliers, you cannot decide a priori at the beginning, okay, each week or each month during the next 2 years, I will supply this product or this raw material to this supplier. Sometimes it will be more interesting in terms of cost to order or to supply to another supplier, because you will be able to manage full truck, so the cost will be less because you have other products that you will also need to supply to this supplier, or you will benefit if you anticipate well the order. Sometimes you need to anticipate and you will order a big quantity and you will benefit for reduction from rebates from the supplier. So all of this, it is included in procurement planning. So when you have several suppliers, the system will propose you the most cost-efficient supplier for each period, for each items. So it is mainly all the modules, all the process that we described until now are weekly or monthly process. Forecasting normally, one per month you forecast, one per week you adapt the forecast. Production planning is normally one per week or one per day. or sometimes 2 per day, but the average is 1 per week. You recalculate the production planning. At the top of this, you have something that is more strategical, to decide who will supply who. If you are in a complex network with capacity to produce, for example, the same produce in different plants, if you have a requirement, you anticipate a demand, normally in the ERP, you have an allocation table. And you said, okay, for this product, I will produce 80% in plant A and 20% in plant B. Or sometimes you can have an allocation table, 40% in plant A, 40% in plant B, and I will supply for another supplier 20%. Why? What is this percentage? How do you know that it is the best, it is the more efficiency in terms of cost, in terms of capacity? In Dynasys, we know all the information. We anticipate the demand, we know the capacity, we know the cost, we know the delay, we know the service, we know the safety stock that we need to have, and then we will propose you the best, the optimal allocation table. And it's not something that is fixed in time, because sometimes you will supply for this plant, but you anticipate that in summer you will close or you will have less capacity in this plant, but you need the same quantity. So we will propose you that in summer, for example, you will supply a part in another plant. It is the network optimization. We will optimize globally the network, and we will optimize the inventory. We will say you where to put the inventory and where to supply for this market or for this plant the raw material. So this image is a real case from one customer that sometimes is very complex, the supply chain. When you have several distribution centers and several factories, you cannot say, okay, this warehouse or this distribution center will supply from this factory. It is a real case of one customer that this distribution center will allocate the requirement here, that will allocate a part of the requirement here, and will ask to produce in this plant. It is an example, but if we wanted to optimize the supply chain, we need to accept to change the rules from the past. What was true in the past, perhaps will change in the future. If we already 10 years, we supply the products 20% from this plant, but perhaps it's not the best solution. We need to ask the system to calculate. After, it will be your decision, but at least you will know that you have a better solution. It is the objective of network optimization. Before presenting you case studies, I will just one slide on sales and operation planning. As I said before, sales and operation planning, it is not a module, it is a process. And you will use all Dynasys demand and supply chain planning solutions together, and then you will be able to manage a sales and operation planning process. This slide comes from Tom Vallas, one of the founders of the concept of sales and operation planning. The sales and operation planning process is a monthly process and requires to gather data, to calculate the demand planning, to calculate the supply planning, and then to simulate several alternatives, because you need to prepare for the management, the executive, they don't have time. They want to see several alternatives. So during the month, with Dynasys, you will gather the data, you will correct the data, you will calculate the forecasting for the next, for example, next 2 years. You will try to find solutions for the complete supply planning, for the facilities, for distribution planning, for the supplier. And you will have several alternatives to solve the problem. Perhaps sometimes the system will propose you to close the warehouse, to change supplier, to anticipate some inventory, to make during some period very high level inventory to secure the service level. So it is several alternatives, and only the executive committee can decide, because it's really important for the company. And then during the executive committee, you will be able to show and to share with everybody the several alternatives. The people will be physically together, or they will be remotely, and they access to the system thanks to the iPad and so on. That's what we saw, the web access that we propose. And together, the people will decide the strategy of the company, and all the company during the months will execute the same strategy, and then you will be an effective enterprise. At the beginning, I show you some benefits. They are very, very beautiful benefits. You will say it's not reality. I will show some example, and you will see that we don't create this number, it's real number. The first example is the famous champagne Montpellier-Jouet that probably you know. They are the number one in France in terms of champagne, but also today they are the number 3 worldwide. They grow very fast during the last year thanks to the new market. They export champagne in Brazil, in China, in Japan. And they produce more than 10 million bottles of champagne each year. But beginning to export to new markets is very, very challenging. Because the new market in Japan or in China, they don't know exactly the difference between this champagne or this champagne. If they will order some quantity of champagne, they are not ready to wait 3 months until they will receive the champagne. We need to reduce the time, but the time to delivery from France to Japan or to China is very long. So we need to improve they wanted to improve the service level, but also the second problem they had, that in champagne, sometimes the cost of the raw material is very, very high. Sometimes they have some bottles, they are more expensive than the champagne itself. So if they don't anticipate well the demand, they will have all the bottles dedicated to the US market, and they won't have enough bottle for Japan. So they need to anticipate to optimize the cost of the raw material. So with Dynesis, they put in place sales and operation modules, demand, distribution and procurement, on production planning, but also the procurement planning solution. And here is a benefit they present last year. They reduce the inventory of finished product by 15%. But at the same time, they improve the service level. In average, they reduce the lead time from 7 to 4.5 weeks. Some customers in new market, and they know they need to concentrate the effort on new market, they reduce the lead time from 16 weeks to 4 weeks. So the guy they order for the anniversary of his wife champagne in China, he knows that he will receive on time. And next year he will order more and more champagne, and they will improve the revenue of the company, and it's why they grow. But also at the same time, they success to reduce the cost of the raw material by 17%. Because they anticipate well the future, they have the right raw material and the right quantity at the right moment, and they reduce globally the cost of supply by 17%. So it was the first case study. The second case study is in pharmaceutical sector. Mayoli Spindler is a mid-market company in France. When we began with them 6 years ago, they had 150 million euro revenue. Today, they have more than 200 million dollar revenue. They produce medicine and cosmetic. The challenge, when they begin from scratch. They have no department of supply chain. They hired one supply chain director, and they asked him, please, we wanted to have forecast accuracy. We wanted to anticipate the future. We wanted to have collaborative decision. We wanted you to anticipate the future and to optimize the supply chain. So they decided with Dynesis to implement sales and operation planning. We made the project in 2 steps. We began with demand planning the first year. So they trained the people. It was a very small department, so they have only a small number of people, 2 people. They put in place forecasting. They improved the forecasting during 1 year, and the second year they put in place production planning to balance demand and capacity. And the result after the second year was they improved the sales forecast accuracy by 30%. For the top 30 products, they achieved 90% of forecast accuracy. They reduced the inventory by 4% in quantity. It's not a lot. I present you more before, but at the same time, they increased the revenue by 12%. So while they increase the revenue, they success even at the same time to reduce globally the cost of the inventory. And more important for them, because they are in the cosmetic mainly in a competitive market, they reduce the out of stock. Before the implementation, they had 18 products in average, 18 family out of stock in weeks, each week. So it was a lot, and when you go in the pharmacy, in the apotheke, you don't find the product, so we will take something else. At the end of the project, in average, they have each week between 1 to 2 products out of stock. So from 18 to 102. The last example is Essilor. Essilor is a worldwide company. They produce lenses, and they have a very, very complex network with 16 facilities all over the world, in Europe, in the US, in Asia Pacific, and they have 17 distribution centers. The objective was to collaborate all the supply chain together, because they have produce manager, they manage produce from the demand to the supply, but also they have regional manager, and they wanted that everybody will collaborate together. And they wanted also to reduce the cost, because they have competition from Japan, and they need to reduce the cost, not only because to reduce the price for us, to improve also the margin of the company, and they put in place 2 parts. At the tactical level, the sales and operation planning, at the strategical level, the network optimization. The result was impressive. They success to reduce the inventory by 40%. 40%. And they have today a visibility of all the flow. The guy in Europe knows exactly when we will produce in Asia, in Europe, in which plant, when the product will be produced. And more important, they optimize the S&OP process. And I will finish with this explanation. Essilor manage 10 million SKU. So to manage a S&OP process, 10 million is not possible. It's not interesting. So at the beginning of the project, they said, okay, we will work at the family level. 10,000 family. We thought to S&OP it's a lot of family. But we try with them. We have some results. But we make some study with them, and we show them that if we aggregate more the information, and if we aggregate at the super family level with only 900 super family, they will achieve better results. And it's what we made 2 years ago, and it's with this aggregation for the network optimization that we achieve the 40% of inventory reduction. So I hope that I achieve my time first, in the hour, not more than 1 hour. I hope that I show you that with an effective planning, with Dynasys demand and supply chain planning solution in complementarity with QAD enterprise module, you will arrive really to optimize the cost, to optimize your enterprise flow, and to be an effective enterprise. Thank you for your attention. You can go now to the demand planning, to the theater, I think, to see a live demonstration of demand planning. If you have questions, I am here to answer your questions.